So there's been a lot of coverage in the news recently about vaping, and vaping in particular, with people getting sick from using vape devices and different vape flavors. This is obviously a very concerning matter, especially for me as someone who uses a vape on a regular basis. And I started vaping about 3 years ago, and that's what helped me quit smoking. So it is of grave concern to me, because I think there's a lot of misinformation that's going around in the news as well. And what's happening with that is that the media is portraying vaping as this very big evil thing that needs to be eliminated, that needs to be banned. But what they're not telling everyone, or at least for the most part, what most media outlets are not telling people, is that the reason people are getting sick from using vape products is because what they're doing is they're using black market vape products, and they're mixing their own juices, and they're mixing chemicals into those juices, and that's what's causing that's the main sort of root of the problem. Because if you really think about it, vape juice is literally 4 ingredients. 2 of them are optional. The 2 main ingredients are propylene glycol, or PG, or vegetable glycerin, or VG. The other ingredient is nicotine, if you choose to put nicotine in. I use nicotine in my vape juice. And the other ingredient is flavoring. So you can buy flavored vape juice if you so desire. I don't. I use flavorless vape juice with just a little bit of menthol in it, because I like the minty taste. It kind of just clears up my sinuses. But that's basically it. But the problem starts where people start mixing different chemicals with vapes. They start to mix other things with the vape juice itself. And what they're trying to do is they're trying to achieve like a higher ratio of either PG or VG for the throat hit, or for the enhancement, or to somehow enhance the nicotine. And that in itself is causing problems. So when you buy stuff on the black market that has not been tested, that has not been verified, that has not been approved by a government health body, you don't really know what you're using, regardless of what the packaging may say. So when that starts happening, then at the end of the day, that will lead to problems. Vaping is not exactly the healthiest thing, I will admit, and I really wouldn't want to encourage anyone to start vaping. So it's not exactly the healthiest thing in the world. It is, in my view, a lot healthier than cigarettes. I started smoking when I was 18 and quit in 2016. So I smoked for a good 21 years, roughly thereabouts. I stopped in the middle a couple of times. Once I managed to stop for about 1.5 years, then I managed to stop for about a year, then about 9 months or so. So I was off and on for that period of time, from the age of 18 up until 2016. So for me, vaping is very important, because it helps me stay away from cigarettes, which are, by and large, and I think there is ample evidence out there to suggest that, which are by and large a lot harmful. Now, you may counter argue that and say, yeah, but we don't really know a lot about vaping either, so you don't really know what's in those chemicals. That may be true. However, there is more evidence to suggest that cigarettes are far more harmful than there is vape juice. This is not, again, to encourage anyone to start vaping, but my main concern then with this whole thing that the media is portraying vaping as this evil thing that needs to be banned, I don't think banning it is going to make any difference. I don't think banning is going to stop kids from vaping. I don't think banning it is going to stop anybody from finding ways to vape. There has to be more education. There, of course, has to be more research. But at the end of the day, it is very concerning when people get sick from vaping, because I've been a vapor for more than 3 years, and I really enjoy it. It's something that I like doing. It's something that I want to do. I haven't really thought about quitting vaping anytime soon, because it is something I enjoy doing, and it keeps me away from cigarettes. But at the end of the day, I really just want to say, if you are going to read these news stories, these sensational news stories that try to create as much hype as possible, if you are going to read these news stories, do take them with a grain of salt, because there is a deeper truth than what most media outlets will admit. And that's it. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.